Hey, howdy everyone. It's John Wolf here. Oh, well, today we're going to discuss, we're going to start a little series and discuss the different mints of the United States government minting coins. I'm going to go ahead and kick it off with the New Orleans Mint. We're give you a little bit of history on it and everything. Back in the early 1800s, the city of New Orleans was the early 19th century. New Orleans was the fifth largest city in the United States until the Civil War. It conducted more foreign trade than any other city in the nation. Its location relative to the near gold deposits recently discovered in Alabama, while Philadelphia Mint produced a substantial quality of coinage, they just couldn't keep up with the growing country expansion. So they took and sat down, decided they needed a mint in the Midwest, and they chose New Orleans, like I say, because of its thing for the location of trade and everything else. So, and they could move the coins to the Western territories. They took in 1880. Let me get my dates straight here. In 1835, the U.S. government established three mints in Charlotte, North Carolina, Dahlonega, Georgia, which we'll discuss those two later, and in New Orleans. Dahlonega and Charlotte, all they produced were gold coins. So, but New Orleans selected as the city's strategic location along the Mississippi River, which made it virtually important area for commerce. They taken they also had large quantities of gold from Mexico passed through the port, so there was a constant influx of material to mint coins with. They took in President Jackson passed a couple of little laws, executive orders. One of them said if you buy a property in the United States, it had to be paid for in cash, and that meant they needed a whole lot more money to put in circulation, and coin is cash back then. So New Orleans Mint was kicked off, designed in a Greece style and a Greco-Roman style. Now, when they first built the building, they didn't take into account of the low elevation and high water table of New Orleans, so there was a little foundation problems, whatever. So next year they hired this guy from he was West Point graduate. Get his name pulled up here. I changed pages. Well, his name was some Beauregard, and he took and overseen the restructuring of the foundation, adding strength to the floors and everything. And about 2 years later, he came to fame when he took a job with the Confederacy. He was the general that stormed Fort Sumter, and that became his place in fame. Name was Pierre Gustave Beauregard. But let's get on to the coinage. in began operations March 8th, 1838, with deposit of the first Mexican gold bullion. The first coins minted, where only 30 dimes were struck by May 7th. And like I say, that was the first coins that were minted at New Orleans. 1838, seeded dime. And New Orleans went on to mint several silver coins. They minted the 3-cent trime, actually, 1 year only, 1851. And then they minted half dimes, quarters, half dollars, silver dollars. Mainly, their main production became the Morgan dollar. And as far as on the silver coins, and then they went on and they produced a vast number of gold coins. And let's see, we got some numbers here. The total number of 3-cent pieces ever minted in New Orleans was 720,000, with a face value worth $21,600. The total number of half dimes minted in New Orleans was 16,280,000 half dimes. Total number of dimes minted in New Orleans was 86,131,834. Total number of quarters was 60,386,000. Total number of half dollars in New Orleans, 81,389,757. Total number of dollars was 187,111,529. Total number of gold dollars were 1,004,000. Total number of 2.5 quarter eagles was 1,205,283. Total number of $3 gold coins, yeah, there was a $3 gold coin, was 24,000. Total number of $5 half eagles was 925,145. Total number of $10 gold eagles was 2,361,089. And the total number of $20 gold double eagles was 831,516. That's a few coins. Not bad for a mint. Like I say, they had a pretty long run. Another thing about the mint building, it is the oldest standing mint building in the United States. It is still standing. It is now a museum in New Orleans. So, like I say, if you're ever down that area, take a visit and see the different things. It's got a lot of the history of New Orleans, but they also have gotten in some coin presses and whatever, and so you can see the machinery used to make the coins. Pretty neat place to visit. Now let's see. Let's get a little bit more into the history. Like I say, it ran from 1838. 1838 to it continued until January 26th of 1861, when Louisiana seceded from the United States. The mint employees were allowed to stay there and whatever, but On January 29th, the success convened in New Orleans, and federal employees were allowed to remain at their post as employees of the state of Louisiana. In February 5th, 1861, the was turned over to the Confederacy, and they let's see, the national record in Rockford indicate 483,983 considered of the gold coins, and then the only gold coin produced in January of 1861 was the $20 double eagle, where 15,438 were minted in New Orleans during January of 1861. And let's see, when Indiana ratified in March 1861, Constitution of the Confederate States was ratified, and the Confederate retained all mint officers. They used it briefly as their own coinage facility. Confederates struck 962,633 of the New Orleans half-dollar coins, dated in 1861. Research suggests that the 1861 half dollars bearing a bisected date die crack, WB 103, and the 1861 half dollars with a speared olive bud anomaly, WB 104, on the reverse side had been minted under the authority of the Confederacy. They did adopt an alternate reverse die to strike their own half dollars. Of that, I believe there are only 4 known examples. They did do some restrikes on it, but they were very small amount. But of the originals, there are only 4 known examples left in existence. And like I say, the equipment got damaged and whatever in the war, and so they stopped producing anything. After the war, and the mint reopened as an assay office in 1876. They did a thing about about everything, and the mint building was refurbished and back into active mint service in 1879, producing many silver coins, including the famed Morgan dollar from 1879 to 1904. And like I say, during the second period of operation, the mint also struck dimes, quarters, half dollars, $5 half eagles, $10 eagles, and in 1879 only 2,325 double eagles. By the time, like I say, by the time the early 1900s rolled around, they had the mints going in Denver and San Francisco, along with Philadelphia, and so they had plenty of coinage going around, so they went ahead and they shut the mint down in New Orleans. But during the time period after the Civil War, they actually started to employ several women workers in the mint. Most of them were assigned to check the weight of the planchettes and file them down to the proper weights before the coins were minted. Only 4 women were employed during the packing and shipping of the coins out. just a little bit of history. So, yes, women did work at the mint. Not many of them, and the conditions were, like I say, extremely hot and humid, especially in New Orleans. Um, that's that's a quick spiel of it, and that's the New Orleans Mint in a nutshell. I hope you all enjoyed it, and like I say, if you did, give it a like, subscribe, and like I say, always, everyone, remember, be nice to one another, because it pays off. Somebody will be nice back. Y'all have yourself a wonderful day. This is John Wolf. I'm out.